without further ado, let's get to gaming. So let's see if I remember where I picked up. It's actually been a hot minute since I've actually played this game. Let me change out the background there and stuff, because it's got its own crazy type music and stuff. So if you guys are unfamiliar though with the name Cthulhu, it is an H.P. Lovecraft monster. Let me see if I have the book handy. Yes. Here, let me change it back. Hold on. So here it is right here. H.P. Lovecraft, I've got the complete Cthulhu Mythos tales. So that is basically Cthulhu there. It's basically a psychological monster that can take over your mind and let it do its bidding to free it into the real world. So, because I had a couple of people ask me and stuff, and they were like, what the hell is a Cthulhu? You know, and stuff. I've never heard of such a thing and stuff. And it's like, it's a science fiction H.P. Lovecraft storyline. So, it's an awesome sauce tale. If you haven't had a chance to read any of the books, go to your local library and check it out. It is fan-freaking-tastic. I actually got this one at Barnes & Noble. I had to get it. It was just amazing. Hold on, I think I've got the poster here, too. I think I still saved it. Yes! No, it's this way. There you go. You guys see that okay? Kind of glared there and stuff, but that's a really neat poster of Cthulhu right there. My friends and I, whenever we play Dungeons and Dragons and stuff, we sometimes have our patron that we have to serve Cthulhu. Oh my gosh, it is hysterical when we do it like that. There we go. I'll see about posting that up later. But yeah, it's a really, really neat story. Okay, all right, let's get into it. So we came from an asylum. We had to, basically we're trying to figure out why this woman went crazy the way that she did. And we're starting to, Sarah Hawkins is her name. And we're starting to find out she actually wasn't that crazy. And the other thing is that we found her husband, who was supposedly supposed to be dead, and we went down into this cult area underneath the asylum, and one of the cops that we've been working with died. He got one of the cult leaders for the Cthulhu reached in and killed the cop. So Pierce woke up in an asylum installed in the cellars of the Riverside Institute. He met Dr. Colden, a female friend of Bradley, who helped him to escape. Bradley's the cop. Wandering through the corridors of this place where Dr. Fuller regained supreme, Pierce was able to talk to a man called Francis Sanders. We're Pierce, by the way. Before dying in full view of the detective, he accused Sarah Hawkins of being the cause of his torments. Pierce finally left the accursed building accompanied by Bradley and Colden. The companions in misfortune decide to use the Hawkins mansion as a hideout. Let us enter into this madness. We have an eye glaring at us.
Who goes there?
That was very cool.
Again.
This is an older game. If I remember right, it came out. I gotta remember here. It's also a board game. I don't know if a lot of people know this, but Call of Cthulhu is actually a board game and such, but they did make it into a video game in... Give me a year here. Give me a year. ...2018 it came out in. by Unreal Engine. That's the company that it comes from and stuff. But an amazing graphics that they've done. So right before this, we saw our good cop die at the hands of one of the cultists. And now all of a sudden he's standing there and he helped us get out of the mansion. Along with this video, I'll make sure to add in a link to the very first section that I did of this, so you guys can go back and watch the first part of it, and then this is just a continual of it and stuff. But I do have the first part of this saved on YouTube for you guys. It kind of reminds me of Paranormal Activity game in development. They have a Paranormal Activity game now? Holy crap. Next thing you know, they're going to do The Conjuring. Don't. I don't want to see the nun again. I don't want to see the nun again. The fact that they made this into a game is cool. Yes! I kind of thought maybe, if you've seen that Mind's Eye and stuff, where you can do the role-playing game of Call of Cthulhu. Oh my gosh, it was so good. But then they made a board game out of it, and now the video game. And it's actually really good. It's really good. You get to choose some of the paths and stuff that you want to take. It's sort of like a choose-your-own-adventure. Someone's going to ask you a question. You get multiple different answers that you want to give, and that's the path that you're going to take, you know, and such. So it was really cool. You have a question. I hope I have an answer. What are you doing Friday nights for the next 2-ish months? Working, unfortunately. I'm back to Fridays at Walmart, but I put in an application for another job, which hopefully I'll have Fridays off. But at the moment, I'm working at Walmart. Yep, sorry. You're more like a podcast now for me. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much for choosing Waffles here for your podcast enjoyment. I hope you enjoy the ASMR technologies that we have here in Waffle Land. That was horrible, by the way. Actually, Sir Pizza Panda, we're hoping to do a whole podcast thing where my friends and I... Okay, you have to understand, my friends and I... Let's go back to here so we don't have to keep hearing the, you know, background of that song. So basically, my friends and I, this is legit true. Okay, have you ever seen The Big Bang Theory? You know how sometimes they always got lost, the guys and stuff, they always got lost talking about, you know, the differences of Indiana Jones or something like that? That's me and my friends. We can legit sit for the next 5 hours talking about the differences of the lightsaber crystals in Star Wars. We can talk about all the different things, the differences, if you will, between the original series, the Next Gen, Voyager, Deep Space Nine, everything of Star Trek. Okay? We delve deep into the Lord of the Rings, the mystic parts of the ring and everything. That's us. That's me and my friends. We love doing that. Everything Marvel, DC. With them, it's more Marvel. My other group is DC, but this group, we're all about that. And so we've actually been kind of toying around the idea of, well, the next time that we kind of want to do something like that, where we just, you know, geek out, nerd out and all of that, we should just set up like microphones around and just hit a podcast and hit record, you know, or live stream, you know. And so we're actually trying to see if we can make that work. I've got 3 cameras now. I've got 2 microphones. I'm working on getting a 3rd microphone, and we're kind of working on the placement of where we can do it. But yeah, we're hoping to have each of us have our own camera set up, our own microphones, and we just go at it, and we discuss Star Wars, Star Trek, Lord of the Rings, Goonies. We talk about Firefly. We talk about anything that's geekish, you know, and stuff, and we just go at it. So we're hoping to turn that into a podcast. So okay, let's see what the kind officer here has to explain himself now. It's in development with people who made the mortuary assistant. Holy crap. Holy crap, that's awesome sauce. Yeah, sorry, Mind's Eye. Yeah, my schedule's starting to get a little crazy. That's why I kind of want to go back to my Lewis Farm and such. Oh, you lost track? Oh, I'm sorry. An ad probably popped up or something. So much information. Yeah, we can so delve deep into talking about, you know, how fast does Superman truly fly? You know, we delve deep into a lot of that type of stuff. So we're hoping to turn that into a podcast situation. We're not quite sure what we're going to call it. I think we're just going to do it through Twitch and stuff to kind of like start off with. But I will definitely let people know on my Twitter account, on Discord, on when all of that is going to start happening.
You're awake, Mr. Pierce. How do you feel?
Did I sleep long?
The day is only starting. It's fine.
Stay with Souls-like, JRPG, and some music stuff. Nice! Okay, definitely.
How's our fugitive? Dr. Fuller hasn't reported your disappearance to the Force, but that'll come soon.
Bradley?
Who else would it be?
Mr. Pierce, are you all right? You look like you saw a ghost.
There are things I can't explain.
Tell us. What happened?
Okay, so we can go into Sarah Hawkins was the object of a cult, talk to Bradley, what they had me endure, talk to Colden, I might be onto a lead. I'm not very versed on that yet, so...
What I'm sure of now is that the Hawkins case isn't just an accident.
And what brings you to that conclusion?
Oh.
The fact that Charles Hawkins survived the fire.
I have a hard time believing you. You were there. You opened fire. I'd remember.
Thank you so much for that epicness.
Why would he fake his own death? Do you think he covered up his wife's murder?
Oh, I've been into a whole bunch of geek stuff ever since I was a
Seems hard to
kid. My
swallow.
favorite superhero
Don't you have anything
is
more
Superman.
concrete, Pierce?
I think I have everything of Superman.
Bradley, what do you remember?
I don't understand your question.
The night we went into the Hawkins mansion. You don't seem to remember the tunnels and what occurred there.
No memory of going down any tunnel. No, we were in the manor, then,
Then what?
The rest is quite blurry. I don't recall how I came back home.
And then?
I went to visit you at the hospital, and called on Marie's help to get you released.
And you don't remember the events of the tunnel?
Whoa.
I don't. Let's talk about something else.
No. Oh, I can't ask that because I don't have that unlocked.
I heard you talking earlier.
Why am I not surprised?
I get the impression you two don't get along.
Intrusive and not very clever. Anyway, let's get back to the business at hand.
Okay, so...
I have flashbacks. They haunt me.
This guy sounds
What did
so
they
much like
do to
Mel
you?
Gibson, by the way.
There was that Dr. Fuller. And a nurse. Blood. Everywhere. My legs. The pain. I couldn't bear it. I was screaming. They injected me with something. I woke up at the institute. Bradley was there.
And how you scared us. You seemed demented.
You likely woke up during the anesthesia. No wonder those memories haunt you. What in God's name were they doing to you?
What happened afterwards?
When I woke up the second time, I was in a padded cell. That's where you found me, Doctor. After you released me, I got a good look at what's in store for the patients of the Riverside Institute.
Yeah, it was bad. It was
Hallucinogenic
really
gas
bad.
Pumped into the cells.
I almost stopped it right there because it was so bad.
Medical experiments.
Impossible.
Have you played
Dr.
Lenore
Fuller would never do
before?
such a
This
thing.
reminds me a little bit.
should
No, but I
believe it.
want to.
What
That
Miss
looks
Pierce saw is
amazing.
precisely what I've been trying to prove. Did you discover anything
I think it's like
else?
20s or 40s detectiveness to it. I think it's the like the late 20s is where they have that. It looks so cool.
I met a Francis Sanders. Do you know him?
Of course, he's a patient. Or was. I haven't seen him since Dr. Fuller had him transferred to the basement.
He knew Sarah Hawkins, and that's what killed him.
What? How did he die?
I'm not sure I can explain it.
Tell me how Mr. Sanders died.
The Shambler. So basically, what we saw was Sanders get lifted up out of the chair, no strings, no nothing, just lifted up out of the chair, thrown about of the place, and just like his brain just like squished and stuff. It was holy crap. You have to see if they're lying or telling the truth. I'm gonna write that one down, Lenore, and I'm gonna try and see if I can get that one again. I love these kind of storylines, and especially the Choose Your Own Adventure. Those were my favorite books growing up.
Sanders said it was Sarah Hawkins' visitor. He spoke of it like a living being.
Sarah Hawkins? Have I missed something here? This makes no sense. I don't see how it can help crack the Hawkins case.
You really think she's involved? How could she have murdered Mr. Sanders?
Francis Sanders mentioned Mrs. Hawkins just before dying. It's no coincidence.
You know, Francis Sanders was a well-known art collector. I guess you can still pay a visit to his wife, Irene Sanders.
An art collector, you say? That's probably how they met.
If you plan on having dinner at the Sanders household, please spare the widow the tale of her late husband's suffering.
I don't agree. She deserves the truth.
But that truth may be biased. We don't know the bottom of it.
So let's stay prudent where, let's not jump the gun on this, telling her, or better to confront the truth. If it was me, I'm like the cop, better to confront the truth, let it all out. That's the only way you'll be able to know, like the truth sets you free,
He's right. We can't ignore the truth.
Because she might be able
But
to
it
know
could drive
something
her
through
mad.
the truth.
Better madness than ignorance. Very well.
I love that too
I'll
on
go
the
to see
top.
Francis's
This
widow.
will affect
Perhaps
what's
I'll find
going
a
on.
link between her
you know.
husband's death and Sarah
It's sort of like
Hawkins.
the Walking
end up
Dead
in the
Telltale
hospital
series that I
this
just
time.
did a few days ago, where you had to decide
my
where
best.
something was, and on the top it said, hey, he's going to remember you said this. He's going to remember you saved his son's life, because that's what's going to happen later on in the storyline. That is so amazingly well done in the storyline, but also in game making and such. So
Let us go now and learn the truth about what's happening on this island.
The other night's events are still confused in my head.
he has no memory. I wonder if the Bradley we got down in the cult room, in the tunnels and stuff, was a figment of our imagination of whatever the Shambler is trying to do to us. I mean, technically, I know what it is because I read the books and everything, and I have played the board game, but still, trying to do it based solely on the game itself, we have no idea what is happening, why it's being like this. Don't have a drink. We got to keep a level head on this. Because taking a drink in the game and stuff will affect your cognitive on how you perceive things throughout the game. So Pierce, Colden, and Bradley decided to team up to solve the Sarah Hawkins case. They have a new trail to follow. Francis Sanders, an art collector and friend of the painter who died right in front of Pierce. The detective goes to his house in order to speak to his widow about the shambler that the unfortunate man mentioned before he died. We're in chapter 6. This is like a whole book, that we're going through and stuff, and we're just, following along the trails and everything. But it's still so good. It's still so good. The whole mindset of the books themselves of Cthulhu tales and everything, it's like the way that they're written, it's like from a sailor that traveled through the Bermuda Triangle. And these are their findings and such. And it's all because Cthulhu deals with like telekinesis and stuff. So think of Charles Xavier, if you will, and stuff. So so Cthulhu can do that and stuff, mess with your mind and stuff, make you see things that aren't there and everything. Very psychological, to it and everything. And I've always loved H.P. Lovecraft on that. It was so amazing the way he was able to bring that out into his storyline to the point where we are now playing a video game of his mindset, So amazing.
What can I do for you, sir?
Mrs. Sanders?
This
I'm a
is
private
us.
detective.
By the way, Pierce.
We must talk about your husband and his ties to Sarah Hawkins. Can I come in?
You may. However, before we go any further, please know that my husband died yesterday.
That is precisely what brings me here.
Well, well, look who's here. You know each other.
Our paths crossed, briefly. The brave detective has a talent for sticking his nose into my business.
I bump into her every time I'm investigating someone's death.
It's a small island, detective. My island.
She's basically the mobster of this island.
Me.
You're investigating Francis' death. Why? Who hired you?
I spoke to Francis before he died. His story suggests a link to a case I'm working on.
Well, since this business has got nothing to do with me, I'll be in your husband's office, Irene. We'll carry on later.
Very well, Miss Baker. This way, Mr. Pierce. And do make yourself comfortable. It would seem that you have much to tell me.
This is way, way too fancy of a house. Holy cow. Not for a guy like that I thought of.
When you had the opportunity to talk to my husband?
Yesterday, I met him at the hospital. He spoke to me about Sarah Hawkins.
Oh, of course he spoke to you about her. That's all he talked about. Sarah Hawkins and her paintings. Please forgive my tone. The fact is that I have not been allowed to see him since he was interned. You, on the other hand, a perfect stranger, were able to see him and even talk with him the day he died. How was he? Were you present when he had this attack? What happened?
This is where I have to choose. Looks like a house that'd be a part of a scary movie, but it is a nice house. Oh yeah, it's a very nice house, but it's a very questionable kind of a house, The way she's dressed, the way the architecture is there and stuff. It was just like, there's got to be something else that's going on with this whole family and such. Okay, so we did say that we were going to tell her the truth, but we got to decide how we're going to do this. You must not feel guilty. He died screaming right before my eyes, which he did. I was no longer there when it happened. You're taking it quite well. Well, I'm not going to tell her he died screaming. No one needs to hear that. We don't want to be too, of an ass of ourselves and stuff. You're taking it quite well, I see. And we don't exactly want to lie. I was no longer there when it happened. So I guess we'll do, you must not feel guilty.
What happened to your husband is terrible, Mrs. Sanders. But from what I saw, it was inevitable. The man I met yesterday had lost his reason. He suffers no longer, if you would allow me such a platitude.
Of course.
Look on the side there. All the drawers are open.
Kind words. Nobody in that hospital would have.
And look on the bottom left there,
However,
where the wood piling is. Does that look like blood?
To soothe my mind. I need to understand. How could this happen? In a reputed institute. And right before your eyes. Did you not do anything to help him?
I share your grief, but I had nothing to do with it. The true culprit is Fuller. It wasn't me who sent him there. Oh, no. So the bottom one, definitely no, because that's just going to anger her. We're never going to get through anything. True, did she kill him? No, he died in the Institute. He didn't die there. He did die in the Institute, but that blood is like making me think that something else happened here, you know. But he did die in the Institute. Basically, it was the Shambler that caused his brain to like explode and such. I share your grief, but I had nothing to do with it. The true culprit is Fuller. Let's try it.
It's terrible what happened to your husband, but I had nothing to do with it. I was injured, and I came across him in the hospital quite by chance.
Injured? Well, I'm delighted to see you in such fine fettle, Detective. Not everybody enjoyed such a prompt recovery.
I suppose Fuller does do miracles now and again.
Luck is obviously very kind to you. Oh, I'm tired, Mr. Pierce. I would be grateful if you could tell me what you expect of me, and then leave.
Okay, how do you know Sarah Hawkins? Did he speak to you of a Shambler? What is Kat doing here? We'll figure out about Kat later and stuff, but we want to know more about the Shambler. And we got to know how she knows Sarah Hawkins. He wouldn't shut up about her and her paintings and stuff, so she had to heard about that. So let's do this one.
Did your husband talk to you about Sarah Hawkins' visitor? A Shambler, to use his precise terms.
Well, you can imagine that's all he talked about. It's exhibited at the center of the gallery. No better place for the painting that endowed him with the privilege of such a shameful and miserable end to his life.
Hold on. The Shambler is a painting by Sarah Hawkins.
Who else to paint such horrors? Take a look for yourself, if you feel so inclined.
She has it! She has the painting!
It is my only lead at this stage. I suppose I have nothing to lose.
Then you have paid no heed. For my part, I refuse to set foot in that gallery again. But if you're so eager to see it...
Thank you, Mrs. Sanders. I won't be long.
Alright, hold on. So here is where we will have our skills and our sanity and stuff. These, we do have some character points that we can put into. These ones will help us out with, like, our questioning of everything and stuff. Like, how we question our subjects, how we look into our investigations. And these two can only... You scared the crap out of me. Hi, Ghost. Scared the crap out of me out of that one. I forgot I put that on there. Oh, good Lord. Okay, so the medicine and occultism, we can only improve those when we're actually involved in, like, an occult searching and medicine searching and stuff. So we can only do it that way. So let's up the eloquence. Spot hidden, of course. Psychology of things. And, of course, brute strength. Let's do it that way. No. Oh, whoops. I forgot. We have to apply. Oh, validate. Which... Here we go. I'm sorry, Ghost. I forgot about that too myself. Okay, so we've unlocked a few more characters here. So this was Francis Sanders here. He gouged out his own eyes so that he wouldn't keep seeing this Shambler person and such. And then we met Irene Sanders, his wife. She holds Sarah Hawkins responsible for the death of her husband, but what I don't understand about Irene Sanders is this mix of sadness and insensitivity. It looks like she had given up on her husband long before his horrid death in the cellars of the Riverside Institute. These are medical records that we found. And we did find some books on history of medicine as well. Okay.
Did she really care for him after all?
Dear Madam, I acknowledge receipt of the letter in which you demand the body of your deceased husband. I am sorry to inform you that I cannot agree to return his body to you. At the moment of his interment, you signed a discharge allowing me to dispose of his body as I see fit. I extend my deepest condolences to you, Thomas Fuller.
The day the Shambler came into the Sanders' lives.
A photograph of Sarah Hawkins next to the Sanders. Okay, we gotta see what this Shambler is. Whoa! Okay, so this is a reconstruction scene. We are able to see things throughout the room that had happened before. So we're basically seeing the past.
A house of artists. Francis Sanders and Sarah Hawkins were close.
I love this.
Friends, even?
I don't know. We all need a hero, Duck Boy. We all need a hero. Oh, here we go. I thought there was one other thing in
Sanders'
here.
accession register. He wrote beside the Shambler. Finally. What did Sarah
This game
Hawkins
needs
fear
a
so
hero.
much that she didn't want to sell the painting?
Okay, so I can't go in there. Here we go, here we go, here we go.
He finally won. Was Sanders aware of his imminent doom?
Yeah, he fully wanted to see it.
He didn't want Sanders to have the painting. She must have felt devastated.
Because there's something about the painting that she knows about.
She despises Sarah Hawkins, but it's the painting she truly hates. Why?
So let's examine. That's where he cut a
The Shambler. I need to see it.
Seriously, the dude just took out his eyes. His eyes because of this painting, and we need to go see it? Ay, 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 ay. Why not these paintings? These paintings are nice. These paintings are... Oh my god, that's weird. These paintings are nice. They're not going to make me want to, you know, gouge out my own eyes. Like, you know, like, come on. I mean, I just want to... Whoa. You guys saw that too, right? Was that the game, or was that part of the painting where when I got up to it, it looked like there was blood on it?
Let's see what this cylinder has to say once it's inserted in a phonograph.
Yep. Hold on one sec. Hold on. Actually, hold on one sec. I will be right back. Something just popped up. One sec. Okay, we're good. We're good. Okay, so an audio recording that Francis Sanders left for his wife, Irene. Okay. Can we do this while she's right there? Like, okay. I guess we're playing it that she's not right there.
I made a mistake.
Oh, she is right there.
I fear that it might be too late for me. Nobody should enter, except to burn everything. I never had the courage. Pay somebody to do it. He's inside my head. I see him behind my eyelids each time I shut my eyes.
You guys hear that? There was a clock playing behind there.
I can't take anymore. I can't hold him back. Forgive me.
That accursed gallery. Those accursed paintings. That accursed Sarah.
Whoa. Okay. Huh. It's actually not that fine of a house. I mean, look at all the holes here on the wallpaper. Hasn't been kept up. It's a fine, fantastic, big house, but it hasn't been up to keep. He must have been that far gone that he couldn't even save the house that well. Okay, so we can't go in there. I think something else was over here that we could try. Nope. Okay. Well, that's that woman.
A strange Amerindian pendant.
So, see, we grabbed something of, for the occultism, so it will, there we go. It will add more to it.
I could use one of those.
Were they prescribed to Francis Sanders or to Irene?
Strange. For months, Sarah Hawkins refused to part with her painting, to finally give it away for nothing.
Dear Francis, I beg you to give up all hope of ever owning this accursed painting. If our friendship has any meaning for you, please spare me the weight of guilt. I cannot be the architect of your fall. I beg you, my dear friend, forget the shambler, your friend. But she still sold it. Why? What was the purpose of it?
Another volume of the Reverend's wife's diary.
Oh, yeah. His wife expresses her worries about the strange dreams that the Reverend's congregation are having since their arrival on the island. This is the Reverend Wickwood. This is the main guy who found the island. Some members of the community, her husband included, began to speak of their vision as a messenger sent by God. She is scared that they will suffer the same fate as the lost tribe. I'm gonna look at everything before I have to talk to her. Dissertation on an anatomical question. It is the work of a student in book form. Although the observations are relevant, they lack the expertise of an experienced physician. However, the questions asked allow us to imagine new ways of exploring human anatomy. Oh boy. More medicine stuff. There it goes. Well, I guess it can't be helped. Oh, see if we can go around her. We got a key.
That's twice you've stepped on my toes, Detective. Try not to make a habit of it.
I've got a lot of bad habits.
Some can be more fatal than others. What have you come looking for in this gallery?
It's really none of her business, but she might know some stuff about Sarah Hawkins that we haven't quite delved deep into.
Another
We'll try
painting
it.
by Sarah Hawkins. One connected to the horrors I've discovered on this island.
What a surprise. I'm listening.
Nope.
And you? What brings you to the Sanders home?
We'll be a private
I'm here on
investigator here.
business. Irene asked me to liquidate all these paintings. She doesn't intend to hang around here for long.
Why you?
Believe it or not, there aren't many collectors on Darkwater. It needs someone with a network and a means of transport to the mainland. A choice that comes down to Fitzroy and me. And I'm far more pleasant, wouldn't you say?
Dude, no. She's way more scarier. Read the book. Alright, so, Malus Pistorium. Oh, wow. There they are! There they are! It's on the right-hand side of the page. Right-hand side of the page. Okay. It is a kind of an encyclopedia of monstrous and unknown creatures. I'm beginning to believe that they exist. Something is like on me. Oh boy. Whoa. How much did this painter have? Holy crap. Okay, so that's how we can hide. Why would we need to hide? We're just looking at paintings here.
These artifacts date from pre-Columbian times.
Look at that! Look at that! But it's been changed. Wow. Holy crap! Holy crap!
Transformed an entire wing of his manor into an art gallery.
This guy had serious money. Okay, seriously, there is like something on me. It was a tag. I had a tag on my shirt. That's what was bothering me. I wonder what job this guy had. Well, they say he was like a collector of painting. But hold on. I think it's this one. He was an art dealer. That's what it was. He was an art dealer.
Why was he so interested in old weapons?
Whoa. Certain type of tablets. Look how the tablets are. Oh my gosh, that one's still embedded. So's that one. Okay, that's the hide. More about the weapons. Hey, Sushi, how you doing? How is your fantastic Wednesday going? And that is true. That is true. I guess everyone just needs their certain kind of fix, and apparently his is weird type of art. I mean, it's weird to us, but to him it was like he needed to have this kind of monstrosities and such. And he needed this painting. I still have no idea why we're going up to this painting. This painting made him gouge out his own eyes. Why would we want to go see it? Just having some dinner. Oh, what are we having? And you are very, very welcome. Of course. Of course, I love doing shout-outs. Don't gouge out your eyes. Looks like a mouth is open, you know? It's changing! It's changing! It's changing! Don't back up! Don't back up! Don't back up! Oh, it's coming for us! It's coming for us! Oh, it's a hand! Oh my gosh! What the hell? Dude, I'm about to have spicy ramen myself. Where's Mike Wazowski when you need him? Put that thing back where it came from. Oh.
What the hell was that?
So apparently I died. It scared the crap out of me. I love you, Duck Boy. That was fantastic. Oh my gosh. But no, Lee, this is, I'm actually just about to have some hot and spicy shrimp ramen myself. I actually just got an egg too. I should think about hard boiling it there. And this is where you should run out of the house and never go back, right? Hope you don't mind spiders. Yeah, big scary spider. I don't know what the hell that thing was. Oh, son of a... So now we got to figure out how to move in this area. We can skip.
What the hell was that?
We can't move any faster than this? You suck! You suck! You suck! We're gonna hide in the closet. We're gonna hide in this freaking closet. Get here and go in. Go in. Get inside. Oh, we're also a little claustrophobic too, by the way. I don't know how long we can actually stay in here. Right? Ah! I heard it! I heard it! I heard it! I heard it! I can't tell where it is. It's right there!
That was scary.
Bringing in the Dean Winchester there. Okay. I think we can get out. That's right there! I didn't see that it was on the other side of me. Oh, right. I hope it doesn't. I hope it can't like smell me. Oh my gosh, that boy, you are coming in with the best bits there. For something with no eyes, it sure can see. I know, right? It's got to be the smell then. It's got to be able that it can smell me.
What the hell was that?
Run. I'm not even gonna look back. Nope. No. Run. Please, no! Oh, man. I'm gonna try it one more time, and if I cannot get past this, then I'm gonna have to actually, like, look it up, because holy crud. Because that's the only way that I can go. I can't go forward.
What the hell?
It's a clicker. Nice. Okay. Okay, I can hear him breathing, but he's not, like, coming after me. Okay. Whoops. We have, again, for our inventory. Nothing. Oh, it's right there. Oh, it's right there. Also, I got spicy chicken, so adding eggs is a great... Ooh! That is a good combo right there. I like that. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? I just lost it. Oh, there it is. There it is. Don't lose your cool. Don't lose your cool. Come on.
Then touch it.
What the hell?
No choice. I must get rid of it.
Okay. So I have to get rid of it. Do I need to set the thing on fire? Well, I couldn't even use my, thing. Okay.
What the?
Okay, hold on. It says I need to examine... Oops. I need to validate. And it won't... And I can't run fast, either. That's the whole thing. There it is, there it is. Okay. So the dimensional shambler comes from a dark and a hospitable dimension where the rarity of food sources keeps it in a state of permanent starvation. This is why it is in constant state of readiness to travel to other dimensions in order to feed on its inhabitants. Make sure you never weaken the veils of your dimension, otherwise you risk attracting this very dangerous creature. Should this happen, you just have to lay eyes upon it for its being to anchor itself in your dimension and allow it to rip you open with its claws. No! Really? Men will gather the knowledge through the lines dictated to me, the great old ones, but also in other volumes. The visions that assail me whisper me names and silhouettes of mystical creatures. Soon the Malleus Monstrum, repository of all anatomical cosmic... I don't think this is going to help. Nope.
Oh, is that?
Oh, I can run! That would have been nice to have known. I didn't realize I was, like, in a crouched position. I thought they had me in a crouched position. Can I get out and then back in real quick? Wrong one. I can hear it breathing. Let's try it. Ah! There it is, there it is, there it is. Okay. Give it a few more seconds. Pop out. Ah! Ah! No! There's nothing! There's like absolutely nothing I can do! Oh. There is like nothing I can do! You know, this is actually gonna kind of bug me, so let's see what we got here. Oh. Let's try it. Let's try this. I was so fixated on the creature, I didn't even...
What the hell was that?
I forgot all the different things that we saw. There it is, there it is, there it is. Hurry up, dude, hurry up, come on. I'm freaking out here with the claustrophobia. Quiet. Go away. I think I'm good.
Damn. Did it hear that?
I think I'm okay. I think I'm okay. I think I'm okay. Nope, I'm not okay. Dang it! There's a knife. A specific type of knife. I totally forgot all about it. It's in the case there. Yeah, I totally forgot all about that. Because we kept seeing that and stuff, and it was like he kept having all of these weapons, and then we go to another case. Oh, he has all these weapons. Why does he have all these weapons? Duh, Waffles, that was your cue. You gotta grab a weapon. What you're supposed to do with it, I have no idea.
What the hell was that?
But we're gonna go test it out. See where he's at. Hide for a sec.
Damn. Maybe I can use this dagger.
Okay, so he's in here. He's in here. Run!
Damn it! This dagger didn't work.
He found me. He found me. I'm dead. I'm dead, I'm dead, I'm dead, I'm dead, I'm dead, I'm dead, I'm dead. I'm dead. It said the dagger! Oh, I think I grabbed the wrong dagger. That's why. Okay, hold on. Oh, I went in the wrong room. That's why. And yes, I am looking this up because this is kind of freaking me out right now, and I kind of want to move forward from it. in for a sec. It was this one.
This dagger looks different.
Get in. Come on. Ah! No! How could you have seen me? How did that happen? Well, I hope you guys are enjoying seeing Waffles make mistake after mistake after mistake!
What the hell was that?
But I did find the right, dagger. We're gonna hide real quick. Not seeing him, not hearing him.
Damn. This dagger looks different.
Yes! Oh, he got us! Oh, he got us! Thank you guys for joining me on this journey.
Detective. At this rate, you're right. The bottle will get you before I do.
You didn't see anything.
I saw you within an inch of putting a dagger through your forearm. Did I miss something more interesting?
Yeah!
I was attacked by a creature. I pushed it back, I think.
I think so too.
Not that kind of a monster, you idiot.
You knew about the beast.
What are you talking about? Think yourself lucky that I saved your hand, even if it was to save my goods.
You mean me?
Don't flatter yourself, sweetheart. I'm talking about the contents of this gallery. And by the way,
thank you so much, Duck Boy. You have yourself an awesome sauce time. Thank you so much. And thanks for all those sound alerts. They were perfect. They were spot on.
You should talk to Algernon Drake. He's an antique dealer here on Darkwater. He'll tell you all about it. From what I saw in the ledgers, it was him who sold it to Sanders.
You're getting this information free of charge. I really should talk to this Drake.
It's not your style to give me free information like that.
Take it as payment for being my canary. A simple trade-off. Now go see your antique seller. I've still got things to settle with Irene.
There was something inside that box. When we got in there, it was opened. The Shambler turned out to be much more than an artwork painted by Sarah Hawkins, as a huge creature came out of the painting to attack Pierce. After a hard fight, the detective managed to send it back into the painting. He later discovered that the dagger he used to repel the creature had been sold to Sanders by a man named Algernon Drake, owner of the Nameless bookstore. Pierce decides to pay the library a visit. Man, that was holy crud. Holy crud! That scared the crap right out of me. And I was so lost into the whole thing about the creature that I totally forgot about all the cases of the daggers to try out. So. Blood. And a broken window. But we have blood. Blood. Sorry if the screams were really loud. I do apologize about that. But, you know, when you're caught in the moment there and you got a jump scare.
Where's the bookseller?
I don't know, but I want to look at all these books. Books.
Freud's The Interpretation of Dreams. It's the work that laid the foundations of psychoanalysis at the beginning of this century.
This practical work, written by Sigmund Freud for psychologists, describes the techniques of analytical interpretation of dreams. The analysis must follow several rules, especially that of free association, a principle announced by Freud at the end of the 19th century. It treats dreams as a way of revealing buried desires. I cannot believe that this theory is applicable to my nightmares. I don't get along well with scary games either, so I understand. Yeah, I don't usually play scary games and stuff, but I like the psychosis of the mythology of Cthulhu and everything and stuff. And so I've always liked that type of storyline. And I have actually played the board game Call of Cthulhu, you know, and stuff. And so when I heard that it was a video game, I'm like, I've got to give it a try. And I've always loved the books growing up, Choose Your Own Adventure. So whatever choice that you make, that's the path that you got to go along. That's this entire game. Whatever path what path you pick, that's the path you got to lead and such. So it's really, really neat concept to that. So I was like, oh, sign me up. I want to give it a try.
Another volume of the Reverend.
Oh, the pastor's wife. The pastor declared himself to be the prophet. He renounced God and worshipped a strange pagan entity with a monstrous appearance. His wife tried to reason with her husband, but in vain. He was convinced that he must listen to this voice in his head because it holds the truth. Eee. That's scary. A lot of anatomy stuff. Huh. Ooh, he was playing chess. Throughout this whole game, there's always been a chessboard. I love it. I love chess. Darkwater history. In the 19th century, as the American whaling industry reached its peak in the rest of the world, whales gradually disappeared from the waters surrounding Darkwater. This phenomenon appears even more mysterious because, up till then, the region was a favored refuge for cetaceans. I don't know, something to deal with whales. In 1847, after months of pursuit, Scylla returns to port with a gigantic creature on board. Its crew asserts that the sea monster had eaten all the disappeared whales. After a night of feverish combat, the survivors manage to drag the beast onto the whaling ship. That's where the whole thing got started, because of this weird beast. And everybody ate it. So then they became weird. Weird. Linguistics. Study of language. Another Darkwater history. I loved the Goosebumps books growing up. I don't know if you had the error point system, but I thought it was kind of dumb they had Goosebumps as part of the error books. I did. I loved the Goosebumps books. They were so good, but I don't think oh yeah, they did. They did have that on there. Yeah, it was kind of weird that they put those ones on there. Puritan colony led by Reverend John Rickwood settled on the island during the 17th century. They named the island Darkwater because of the dark shades of the sea. They believed it was because of the peculiar color of the rocks surrounding the island. They erected the first buildings, among which were the Hawkins Manor, the church, and the cemetery. The rare documents and handwritten notes they left spoke of nightmares and deviant behaviors. They disappeared at the beginning of the 18th century. Yeah, we had... Now it's Lexile, but I think back then... I think it was still called AR. Yeah. Now they've got so many different levels, and, you know, they have it with the numbers or the letters and such, so they've got them all weird now and stuff. But yeah, Goosebumps is still on that list. Even a few years back, it was possible for a single practitioner to know all the medical knowledge of his time. This book, which concludes the series, shows that this is now virtually impossible. About 10 renowned doctors took part in putting together this collection. Is that him? Is that the shopkeeper? Are you him? As precise and illustrated with as much detail as the first volume, this book focuses on healing surgeries specific to malformations and motor disorders. Okay. Ding, ding, ding. Anybody home? Dude, what are in the jars? Something got shredded. Yeah, something really got shredded over here.
What happened here?
I love this part of it, though.
Let's start over. Where did they break in from?
I read way too much because of the air books, but also it's just for fun as well. Yeah. High school was more for fun. Yeah, it was.
Blood. Seems like amateur work.
It does.
To whom does this footprint belong?
Who are you? Looks kind of small. I didn't think anything back there.
No sign of struggle. If the burglar smashed this jar, it wasn't intentionally. Was he hurt then? What sort of thief leaves his tools at the crime scene?
A hook?
What killed all these animals?
Whoa! That's a lot of different rats there.
What happened that made the burglar flee before finishing his work?
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Uh-oh. Are we gonna have another monster?
What the? Charles Hawkins? What sort of power did Sarah Hawkins' painting possess? Sarah Hawkins helped hide something in this safe.
Oh, there we go.
Drake put in a great deal of effort to hide whatever is in here. Everything is linked to the Sarah Hawkins case.
Make sure I saw everything. And I think I did. Yep. When it's white like that in that room, that means that there was nothing in there to find. So it looks like I unlocked everything. There we go.
Drake left instructions on how to find the combination of his safe.
Oh, okay. A page seems to be hidden here. It is possible to read. If somebody finds these memoirs, there will be no doubt that I am in serious trouble. My last and only hope is that my body and bones are still in this plane of reality in order that they be recovered and burned. The funeral urn must be given to my dear mother if she is still of this world. The following message is of capital importance. Whoever reads these lines and demonstrates acuity as sharp as mine can hope to gain access to my most precious possession. It lies within my safe, and the clues to the combination are to be found in 3 cylinders, each hidden where life and study combine in the Greek world. Each cylinder is numbered, even if, as the celebrated author says, order is the pleasure of reason, but disorder is the delight of the imagination. Indeed, despite my preference for organized chaos, I must admit that reason usually prevails in the end. If by chance a person, or should I say a genius, was to match my intellect and find the combination of the safe, I would ask that they deliver its content into the safekeeping of my friend and colleague, Professor Armitage of Miskatonic University. The content of this safe is not only a vast digest of knowledge, but also a weapon that is far too dangerous for it to fall into the wrong hands. I hope that you will be able to appreciate the danger that this represents, and that you will act accordingly in any event. I will neither be there to guide you, nor to suffer from your actions. Well, alrighty then. Okay.
Is everyone on this island taking sleeping pills?
I still say they're not exactly sleeping pills. I think there's something else.
What link did he find between Charles Hawkins and an old amulet?
This key that bears the Elder's sign is the only one able to protect your psyche. It is in the form of a cylindrical medallion hanging at the end of a heavy chain. Hundreds of years ago, the star and the branch, whose purpose is to push back the forces of the great old ones, were engraved at its center. Everything points to it being Charles Hawkins that tore it from its last owner, an Egyptian antique dealer, and press cuttings that mention the misdemeanor. The date of the robbery coincides with the last of Hawkins' trips to Cairo. It remains to be seen whether he knows of the true purpose of the artifact. Try to find it. Okay. Here's another clue. Anatomy and dissection. Oh, okay. It wants me to go ahead and start rotating it and stuff, but I haven't found the key yet. Okay, let's keep going. Whoa! Ho, 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 ho! Look at all these things!
Arkham editions. Never heard of him.
A collection of poems by Edward Pickman Derby, also known as the Nightmare Lyrics. This collection of poems was centrally received when first published in 1908. Derby was only 18 years old. It's part of the Arkham Anthology, a luxurious collection of treatises and works on esotericism and the supernatural.
How many volumes
Dun, dun,
are there in this collection?
Oh, yeah, the Key of Solomon.
Another volume by Arkham Editions.
Opera in 8 acts, an infamous lyrical work published in Italy. So, on all of these, somewhere there is a combination that works with it. Only once, resulting in an audience riot that left several dead and missing. This volume is part of it.
Arkham Editions. Never heard of him.
Collection of long-term astrological predictions written in verse.
How many volumes are there in this collection?
Oh, hold on. We got 2 of them. So Okay.
Another volume by Arkham Editions.
Maybe Arkham has a thing for it. So let me get a piece of paper here. How many
Arkham
volumes did we
Editions.
find?
Never heard of him. How many volumes are there in this collection?
I'm
Another
actually
volume
thinking I'm
by
going to have to
Arkham
find
Editions. Arkham
what
Editions. Never heard of him. How many volumes are there in this collection?
There we go. Okay.
Another volume by Arkham Editions. Arkham Editions. Never heard of him. How many volumes are there in this collection? Another volume by Arkham Editions. Arkham Editions.
There it is, one.
Never heard of him. How many volumes are there in this collection?
2, 3, 4.
Cylinders that Drake tried to hide. I should perhaps listen to them.
So I gotta look up Roman numerals again, because I kind of remember some of them, but I don't remember all of them.
Things are not looking good. A kind of chalice.
Seems very ancient. It seems to be made of gold and decorated with real precious stones. Do the rubies and sapphires make up this specific motif? Here we go. Message recorded by Drake.
These red drops, like precious stones, lie fixed, set in divine gold. To be the guardian of the Grail does not protect me from its attractions, Henry. And I do confess it. I am willing to pay to know its secrets. I finally understood that we were only pieces on the chessboard of the gods. Let those of us who are still standing protect our White Queen from their dark soldiers. I see our number dwindling, and my will strengthens as my apprehension grows. We shall refuse to be the playthings of destiny. Dear friend, I thank you again for the anthology of the works of Arkham Editions that you sent me. Volume 9, Azathoth and Other Horrors, seemed particularly relevant to my research. I never tire of browsing through them.
Okay. So there is something about the chessboard.
The Queen has little protection. The Queen has little protection.
Huh. Okay, I'm not seeing anything else in this room. I saw all of those.
strange amulet. I have a feeling I'd better not touch it.
The pendant is in the shape of a large dog. I don't know what it represents. I might find out more by searching the bookstore. Do not make the mistake of taking this jewel for an inanimate object. The soul of a powerful sorcerer, devourer of bodies of the Lang cult, a sect from Central Asia, lies in this jade amulet. His very characteristic form, a massive hunting dog, represents the transformation of the sorcerer into a man-eating ghoul. Whoever unearths the amulet and wears it around his neck is at risk of the sorcerer's wrath. The latter will return in the shape of a formidable hunter to track and dismember all defilers. Yay. Okay, let me... Whoa, there was something on the... Nothing. Alright, let me look up what these... Yeah, right? Sounds like a very, very nice piece of jewelry right there. Something I definitely want to wear to the ball. Alright, let me look up what these Roman numerals are. I know, like, a few of them, but not all of them. So, let's do... Okay, so that's a 1. Now my computer's acting up. Hold on. Okay, so we've got... I think we've got too many numbers here. Now we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We got 8 volumes and only 1, 2, 3 of the locks here. So that part's not going to help. So it's not the volumes of the books. Let's go back here. Let's see.
And these red drops, like precious stones, lie fixed, set in divine gold. To be the guardian of the Grail does not protect me from its attractions, Henry. And I do confess it. I am willing to pay to know its secrets.
Hey, the Grail. The red stones in the Grail. That would be the cup. Okay.
The Chalice of Knowledge.
Well, there's blue, green, and red. Let's do by the crack. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so there's 5 red droplets on the Grail, if you will. Okay. And what was the second one?
I finally understood that we were only pieces on the chessboard of the gods.
That's something else he
Let
wrote
those
on
of
there
us
too.
Who are still standing protect our White Queen from their dark soldiers. I see our number dwindling, and my will strengthens as my apprehension grows. We shall refuse to be the playthings of destiny.
There is something about the chessboard.
The Queen has little protection.
So how many pieces are trying to protect the Queen? Looks like there's only 3. A rook and 2 knights. Alright, so what's the third one? Whoops.
Dear friend, I thank you again for the anthology of the works of Arkham editions that you sent me.
Arkham
Volume
edition
9,
again!
Azathoth and Other Horrors seemed particularly relevant to my research. I never tire of browsing through them.
Okay, so we've got 1, 2, 3. I and the V is a 4. Regular V, I don't see that. VI is 6. V with the 2 I's is 7. And the IX is an 8. Oh, I'm sorry. No, I got that wrong. IX is a 9. IV 4. V with 3 1s is 8. V 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think we're missing. Whoops! I think we're missing a volume here. I think we're missing a volume because it says like one of those is like a 9.
Drake talked about a
3,
particular volume. So these are the volumes that Drake was talking about in his... What did Drake say about this
2.
collection?
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I don't see number 5, but there's like 9. So 5 must be missing. That's got to be it. 5 must be missing. So that should be 9 volumes there. But I don't see 5. The 5th volume, I mean. So if we go here, from the first cylinder, we did the rubies. And then the 3rd was the chessboard that we talked about. And this last one was the volumes. Got it. Oh boy. Another creature comes out. I'm gonna scream. There we go. Oh! Oh, an eyeball! Oh, an eyeball! This is not good. What in the... What? What? We're seeing people. We're seeing... Whoa! What just happened? Where are we? What? What? In the nameless bookstore, Pierce traced the trail of an attempted burglary. He discovered that Charles Hawkins was behind the attempt. Pierce opened the bookseller's safe to find what the latter and Sarah Hawkins had hidden there. A book covered in human skin. I didn't realize it was actually human skin. Lied inside, irresistibly attracted the detective. When he opened it, his mind was projected into another body. And that's where we're going to end it.